We're joined now by Glenn Hoddle. It's worth noting that at the time of recording, the midweek fixtures haven't happened yet, so things could change by the time this programme is aired. But we have to start with Man City Arsenal. Who do you think would be the most satisfied with that result?
Well, without any shadow of a doubt, Arsenal will be more satisfied. But overall, I think the winners would be Liverpool. I've got to say, it was a great result for Liverpool because they're in prime position now.
It was a really boring game to watch. As a neutral fan, I was quite excited, looking forward to the fixture, and it was quite disappointing. Why do you think that was?
Yeah, it was a tough watch actually. I was expecting a lot more from both teams attacking-wise, but to be fair, Arsenal defended tremendously well. Sometimes in games when teams defend well, it's not as exciting. But it was up to City to break them down, and they found it very, very difficult, and that's why it became a bit of a staid game. It was a bit awkward. There was no flow to the game, and but Arsenal will be happy with the result.
We do have to ask, who's going to win the league?
I went City at the beginning of the season, but after looking at the fixtures, I fancy Liverpool's fixtures.
So do you think Spurs can take fourth? Do you think they can beat Aston Villa to the fourth spot? It's pretty close between the two of them at the moment.
It is very close between the two of them. We have a game in hand, we must win that, but that's away to Chelsea, and that's never an easy game for Tottenham. But Villa and Tottenham have got to play Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool. And Villa have to play them as well. So there is a massive, if you like, they could take a lot of points away from those top teams and do themselves some good. So I think how they play, Villa and Tottenham, against the top three teams, I think will determine whether they get fourth. So it's really, my heart says Tottenham, of course, but there is so much to play for.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
There's a lot of discussion about points deductions. Everton were deducted 6 points, and Nottingham Forest were taken by 4. You must feel that the Premier League, you know, this season has been tarnished a little bit by deductions, do you not think?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's, in some ways, it's in the hands of the lawyers, which is ridiculous. We don't want football matches and results determined by lawyers, but rules are rules. You know, it's sad to see. And it's very difficult for Forest, for their fans, and for Everton and their fans to understand what's going on. And you know, all they can do is really just support their teams. All the managers and the players can do is just get their head down and just play for the points that are available, and pray to God that the points that go their way. So it's very difficult. You wouldn't want to see teams go down because they're getting point deducted.
I'm sure, these fees are going to be quite high this year for these sporting lawyers, aren't they? They're going to be taking a lot of money home.
New career for you, Rolf. Now looking at the bottom of the table, who do you think is going to be relegated?
Well, as we said, it could be down to the point deductions. That's the problem. If they get some taken away, maybe if they're appealing, that is a key moment. If they get some of them points back, or if it remains as it is, it's going to be a battle. I still think Everton will survive. I think Everton will stay up. As the rest, anyone can drop into that. There's normally, every season, someone drops like a stone, and that could still happen as well. There's still some teams that have got to get points on the board, but it's up to Everton and Forest to save themselves. No one else is going to do it for them.